Well, oh, it's not 10 o'clock yet, so just a minute. All right, now it's 10 o'clock, and I will call this Board of Fire Commissioners to order. It is January 7th, 2025, and we will start with a salute to the flag. And if Chief Moore could please lead us on his last salute to the flag.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in the salute to our great country. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you very much. And we'll now go to our roll call. Madam Clerk.
Alexis Hill, Chair.
Here.
Vice Chair Jeannie Herman appears to be absent today. Michael Clark.
Present.
Mary Luz Garcia. Here. Clara Andriola.
Present.
Fire Chief Charles Moore.
Here.
Deputy District Attorney Michael Large.
Here.
And I'm Kathy Smith, Chief Deputy Clerk. You have a quorum.
Thank you very much. We'll now move into item 3, our public comment. Chief Moore.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Item 3 is public comment. Comment heard under this item will be limited to 3 minutes per person and may pertain to matters both on and off the Board of Fire Commissioners' agenda. The district will also hear public comment during individual action items with comment limited to 3 minutes per person. Comments are to be made to the Board of Fire Commissioners as a whole.
Thank you very much. Do we have any public comment, Madam Clerk?
No one is signed in.
Okay. We'll now move into item 4, Commissioner and Fire Chief announcements. Chief Moore.
Thank you, Madam Chair. One announcement. Our Christmas tree collection officially ended yesterday, but if people still need to sneak in a dead Christmas tree, you could do so at Lemon Valley at, I know I'm going to forget these, Augie, but Lemon Valley and East Lake and where? 46. And Spanish Springs. So we'll start the process of mulching those, so we'll recycle them back into Mother Earth.
Great, great news. Any other announcements, Chief?
No, that's it.
Okay, and now I'm looking to the board to see if there's any announcements. I don't see anything from the board members. So we'll now move into our consent items. We just have a few changes to make on consent. We are going to pull 5C, 5D, and 5E to the regular general board items. So I am looking for a motion or discussion, certainly, on consent for 5A, B, and F. And looking to the board and Commissioner Andriola.
Move to approve.
Okay, and I'm looking for a second. Thank you, Commissioner Garcia. We have a motion and a second. Madam Clerk, any public comment on consent?
There is none.
Okay. With that, any questions on the motion from the board? Seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed, please say nay. And hearing none. So on those consent items, 5C, 5D, and 5E, I would like to recommend that we block those items unless there are commissioners who have questions or comments on those items. And I'm not seeing any commissioners that do. Is there any public comment on 5C, 5D, and 5E, Madam Clerk?
There is none.
Okay. I am looking for a motion on that. Thank you, Commissioner Garcia. Looking for a second.
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Andriola. Any questions on that motion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed, please say nay. Okay, and it's on your screen. Thank you, everyone. And that motion also passes unanimously. We are now going to move into item 6, and Chief Moore.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Item 6 is a recommendation to accept and express thoughtful appreciation for a $1,000 monetary donation from Audrey C. Heck in support of Truckee Meadows Fire Protection District. Ms. Heck did not want a lot of fanfare, but she did write us a check for our efforts on the Davis fire and send us a nice note. So we are very, very grateful to her.
Wonderful. Thank you for that background, Chief Moore. Is there any public comment on that, Madam Clerk?
There is none.
Okay, I am looking for a motion to accept the donation.
So moved.
Thank you, Commissioner Andriola. Thank you, Commissioner Garcia. We have a motion and a second. Any questions on that from the board? Seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. And it's up on your screen as well, and that motion passes unanimously. We'll now move into item 7. Chief Moore.
Item 7 is International Association of Firefighters Local 2487 report. And it looks like Mr. Cutts, Captain Cutts, is on his way up.
Good morning. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. For the record, Josh Cutts, I'm a trustee with Local 2487, Executive Board, also a captain with Truckee Meadows Fire. On behalf of President Clousby, he couldn't make it today. He's in New Orleans with 3 of our other members attending Affiliate Leadership Training Summit put on by the International Association of Firefighters. Hopefully going to bring back some good stuff for our body and continue enhancing our relationship with the district. So, other than that, no other announcements. We did have some words for Chief Moore with his last meeting, so I'll get into that. Good morning, Commissioners, Chief Moore, and everyone in attendance. On behalf of Local 2487, it is an honor to stand here today to recognize and celebrate the career and leadership of Fire Chief Charles Moore as he prepares to retire from the Truckee Meadows Fire Protection District. Chief Moore, your time with TMFPD has been nothing short of transformative. When you joined the district in 2012, you were faced with the monumental task of reestablishing TM as an independent fire service. In just 3 months, you assembled a workforce of 60 emergency responders, procured the necessary equipment, and built the foundation of operations that has served this community so well. That moment set the tone for your tenure, marked by leadership, vision, and dedication. Over the years, your achievements have shaped the district into what it is today. You elevated emergency medical services by integrating paramedics into every engine, ensuring our community receives advanced life support when seconds matter most. You strengthened our ability to respond by fostering partnerships, such as the collaboration with REMSA to enhance patient transport capabilities. You were proactive in addressing wildfire risks by creating the Wildfire and Fuels Reduction Division, a move that has helped protect countless lives and homes in our fire-prone region. And your focus on infrastructure didn't stop there. By implementing an in-house fleet maintenance program, you ensured our apparatus is ready and reliable whenever we are called on. Beyond the operations and programs, you fostered stronger relationships across the region. Your leadership in finalizing automatic aid agreements has improved response times and enhanced cooperation with neighboring agencies, leaving a legacy of collaboration that will benefit TM and our community for years to come. Chief Moore, your vision, mission, and values have become a cornerstone of this district. They are woven into the fabric of who we are as a department and will remain at the heart of our operations as we move forward. One piece of advice you shared with us has always resonated deeply. Celebrate your wins. It is a simple yet powerful reminder to pause and acknowledge the hard work and successes that define us. Today, Chief, it is time to celebrate your wins, every single one of them. On behalf of IFF Local 2487, we thank you for your unwavering dedication to this district, this community, and to us as firefighters. Your leadership has left an indelible mark, and we wish you all the best as you step into retirement. Thank you, Chief.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll now move into item 8. Chief.
Thank you, Captain Cutts. Item 8 is the Fire Chief's report, and we'll start with capital projects update. We should be knocking down the old apparatus bay any day now if it hasn't been raised, and so we're full speed ahead on the construction of Hidden Valley. With Station 35, you'll see some agenda items in this meeting, and we're ready to get started on that. That should take about a year or so to develop. It will have a nice new station for you down the I-80 corridor in about 12 months. And finally, I had a very good conversation with the Porter Group. They've got some ideas on how they can help find some money for us on Washoe Valley. We're still fully engaged on that. We'll be meeting with an architect on Friday. Not a lot of architectural work to do because we're going to mirror image the Apple Station with Washoe Valley. So it is still high on our radar, and we are making financial plans to get that going as soon as we possibly can. Item 2, the Spanish language outreach. We are fortunate to have some members of our staff that are fluent in Spanish, and we've been doing Facebook and social media outreaches on the holiday fire safety. Adam Mayberry has been doing a great job for us on that. So we continue to provide that to our Spanish speaking citizens. I want to give a little bit of an overview on the wildfire season, because this was, what a way to go out as fire chief with this wildland season. Our partnerships, I think, is what saved the day on this, and I would also invite you to look out in this audience. You have such a talented staff. The staff talent runs so deep here that not only in ALS, but in wildland and structure fire and repairing our trucks and doing the admin, these men and women here are awfully talented and are to be really praised for the great work that they did this summer. I can't underestimate the number of homes that were at risk this summer. Gold Ranch could have threatened a lot more than it did. Unfortunately, we lost one home there. The Davis fire could have burned well through Arrow Creek and all the way down to the McCarran Loop, based on what the predictions and the models were on 50-mile-an-hour winds. And you know what really saved that was the hard work of these people that did extraordinarily work in building containment lines so that that fire would not push across Mount Rose Highway, and then we would have a disaster maybe on the scale of what happened in Maui, Hawaii. But it was hard work. Dozer lines, containment lines were strengthened, and we did it. Not just this department, but I would be remiss in not saying that we had great relationships with the United States Forest Service. All of our regional departments, Reno, Sparks, Story County, and East Fork, and Carson, and North Lake Tahoe, and everyone that I'm forgetting to mention right now, we mobilized an army of firefighters here. And our friends in Southern Nevada came up and staffed our stations for about a week while we were all hands on deck in combating that fire. So with that, I'm just amazed at the job that we did this summer, given the fact of not only just our jurisdiction had major fires, but Reno and Sparks also had some as well. It really is the hallmark of our department, I think, in terms of one of its expertises. ALS is another one, but they have broad skills all across the reasons why we have to respond to people when they're having a vulnerable moment and their lives are being threatened. I will just say that it's not just wildland fire, but all across the board, you've got men and women who are just ready to serve at any time, at any moment. And then finally, I'd like to give you some parting comments. I was back in 2012, and I don't know if you remember Bob Larkin, but Bob was the chairman, and went through a meeting and went to his office to sign my contract. One of the things that Bob said was, "Chief, are you going to be able to pull this off?" And the issue was so contentious, as you may recall. It was in the paper almost every single day. There were angry meetings. There were a lot of concerned citizens about, what are you doing standing up TM? But you know, when you look back at the issue, it wasn't a fire divorce, and it wasn't a deconsolidation. I look at it as simply a contract negation. And when you look at what we've done in the last 12 years, that was a courageous decision on the part of the board to do that, because we didn't know, really, if we were going to pull this thing off. We were going to try, and we knew that failure was not an option. But if you look at the 12 years of what we've accomplished and what my staff has accomplished, it's just truly amazing. We've got advanced life support in every single station now. And I want to mention our partnership with REMSA. We couldn't have done that without having REMSA as a good partner. Back in the day, the relationship between fire departments and REMSA was like the WWE. It was not good, and my staff helped repair that, and now we have a stellar relationship with REMSA, and that's 85% of what we do is ALS. We have young children, we have adults, husbands and wives, family members that are still here on this planet because of the good work of my paramedics. We have a wildland division now. I don't think we would have had that had we stayed the course. We've got a separate division, and the work that we're doing on fuels reduction is absolutely amazing. Some of that fuel reduction really helped us on the Davis fire and elsewhere. And we've heightened the awareness of our citizens that they need to do their part, because this isn't always just what the fire department's going to do for you. The citizens need to take care of their properties as well. They're a great partner. Our partnerships with our federal partners, the United States Forest Service, BLM, excellent relationships there. I'd like to think that maybe what I've done in the last 12 years is just really focused on those relationships and tried to build some camaraderie between all the other fire agencies that do the same work as us. And I think we've succeeded in that. We have a lot of good work that we got done and will get done going forward in the future. We have a fleet division. When our trucks break and they get some hard miles on it, these guys are some of the best mechanics I've ever met. I wish they could fix my car because they're so good. And our facilities, look what we've done with our facilities. Arrow Creek was brand new as I was coming in. Station 33 on Foothill, our headquarters. We're building a new station in Apple. We're remodeling and adding to our station in Hidden Valley. We are going to get to Washoe Valley soon enough. I'm very supremely confident about that. And then there's going to be others that we may have stations in Silver Knolls and Palomino Valley. So when you look at the totality of what we've got done in 12 years, it would please me to no end to look back on the next 12 years. And hopefully my staff will outdo what we've done in this previous 12 years. So I am so grateful for the courage and the support from this board. I'm so thrilled to have such a talented staff. And I hope that the citizens really enjoy the service that we provide. I'll end with this. One of the nicest compliments I ever got was from a citizen who said, "Chief, you run a first-class operation." And I said, "That's not me." So it's been my honor to serve. And I hope this district will continue the great work that we've done. So thank you.
Oh, beautiful words, Chief, and great work. Thank you. Looking to the board on comments, Commissioner Garcia, do you have anything? Commissioner Andriola?
Thank you so much. The tissue is a little too far away, so I'm going to try and not use it. But I do want to say that I think leadership in any way is really an indication of wherever you go, of leaving it better than when you arrived. And to sum up, that's really what I think you have not only articulated, but the folks who you've compiled as a team in leadership really exemplify that. And I think that's a huge honor that you should really celebrate, is being able to leave something better than when you arrived. And I do remember some of those adventures in 2012 in terms of the community and overcoming that and really having an altruistic approach of how you run an organization is really not about you, but about the collective whole. And again, I personally and professionally want to thank you for your leadership. I also think that it would be remiss to not include the most important deputy chief you have, and that is your wife. So, you know, the sacrifice that one has to make as being a family member, not only for you, but for all that serve in public safety, is to be commended. but I do also want to extend a deep appreciation for all of your support, because it's important to recognize you and the family who have supported the chief so that he could lead the great team that makes up Turkey Meadows Fire. So thank you for your service, and thank you for your commitment. Thank you for running an organization like a business in terms of really being good stewards of the taxpayer dollar and really looking at how to create efficiencies, but without sacrificing service for the folks that we all serve. So thank you for all of your hard work. I hope you keep in touch and send us pictures of whatever adventures you and your wife and family, so that we can also celebrate you enjoying your retirement. It's kind of ironic in retirement, I think. It's the wisdom that the institutional knowledge that leaves with that sometimes is really hard to replicate. But the fact that you made it very clear that you want to see it better even in the next 12 years with the talent that you have is, again, an indication of the professional leadership that you've exuded. So thank you for your service. And thank you for your service.
Commissioner, I have to tell you a funny story about the first date I had with my wife is we actually got toned. I got toned to a structure fire as we were finishing up dessert. So I put her in the chief mobile and we went to a structure fire. So not a lot of couples can say that.
The memories.
Public service, that whole family into public service. It's very admirable. Thank you, Commissioner Andriello. Commissioner Clark?
Thank you, Madam Chair, and thank you, Chief, for your service. It's been a pleasure working with you. I think you've done a great job there, and I hope you enjoy your retirement with your closing remarks and your overview and your look back on your comments here. I thought you were going to talk yourself into staying, but apparently that's not going to be the case. But enjoy your retirement and check in with us. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Thank you. And I have a few words as well. Chief Moore, it's been an honor to work with you, and I do feel a lot of gratitude to the fire commissioners who came before us, who established TM as we know it today. I know TM has been around longer than 2012, but I think that it's pretty incredible that we got to inherit this, and that I was telling you this whole year, you're just still moving that ball up the hill for us, even in the last few days and months of your career and contract with us. And boy, do we appreciate that with all the work that you've done on the capital, for our capital projects, and your commitment to see those through. And I just really appreciate that, because you're not leaving things undone for us. And so thank you. And I will also say, there has been a lot of talk about regionalization in the area, as I think many of us have heard. And the reason that people are talking about regionalization is because you've done such a great job. They see how incredibly well this was put together by the former fire commissioners and by you and your team, and they're jealous and they want to be part of it. And I think that if you talk to, Commissioner Jung, she will tell you, everyone told this board at the time, you will fail. You will not have a fire department. You cannot live without us. And now it's folks who are asking, can we be part of your team? And I think that just shows the incredible work that you and this team have done and have built for this community. And I'm in complete gratitude for that work, and I know that it has not been easy. We come in and everything is done so well, and there's very little drama on this board as compared to other regional boards, I'll tell you, and it's because of your leadership and your team's leadership. And so I think that you've left it in good hands. We're going to try our best to keep it as incredible as it stands today and make it better, just as you have. And I just really appreciate your commitment to this community, and we're very blessed to have you. So thank you, Chief.
Thank you, Commissioner. It's been the hardest job I had, but it's been the most rewarding job I've had. So a third of my career has been spent here, and I've enjoyed every minute.
That's wonderful. Well, we're thankful. And then, do you have anything else for your report, Chief?
I do not.
Okay.
And I think item B was inadvertently
Left
left
off.
out.
Yes.
So we'll get that to you.
That's okay, yeah. If maybe you could shoot it to us in an email, and then we could post it on the website. Okay, we'll end the fire chief report and go into item 9. Chief Moore.
Item 9 is a recommendation to approve a Phase 3 memorandum of understanding between Truckee Meadows Fire Protection District, Washoe County, and Apple Incorporated, which defines the agreement between the parties for funding the construction management, commissioning, special inspections, and cost apportionment for TMFPD Fire Station Number 35, and authorizes staff to negotiate final details of the cost apportionment, subject to a final review and approval of the chair. This is the final step we need to get going on construction. I have representatives from Plenium here, and we will be meeting with Apple this afternoon. There are going to be a few tweaks to make in this, but they won't be substantial tweaks. They've given me the indication that everything's good on the memorandum, with a couple of minor financial adjustments. But the board should know that we are in to this project for about $1,600,000 thereabouts for the additional program, one additional bay and extra bedrooms. And Apple is funding the lion's share of this, probably at least 90% of the project. So we are very, very close to getting construction started on this. And this is the first step in getting us there.
Great, Chief. And so this is just ironing out the final details. And this additional expense wasn't necessarily, we didn't necessarily think that this would happen, or was this always something, you'll have to remind us from the history, what we thought we would be paying for this station?
It's very, very close to what we thought we would
Okay.
be paying for this. So the cost variance is not very much.
Okay, great. Looking to the board on any questions? No, I don't see any. Madam Clerk, is there any public comment on this item?
No one has signed it.
Okay. And Chief, thank you. I know you were working on this very hard during the holidays to get this to us for our January meeting before you left. So thank you very much for that. So I am looking for a motion.
Madam Chair, I'll move to approve.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Commissioner Andriolo with the motion, Commissioner Garcia with the second. Any questions from the board? Seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, please say nay. And that motion passes unanimously. We'll now move into item 10. Chief.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Item 10 is going to be our agreement with our builder. It's a recommendation to approve an owner construction manager at risk construction agreement between Truckee Meadows Fire Protection District and Plenium Builders Incorporated to provide construction manager at risk construction services for the construction of Truckee Meadows Fire Protection District Fire Station Number 35 for a total project cost of $16,328,109. And if there are any questions, our representative from Plenium is here if you do have questions.
Great. Thank you, Chief. And I know that this was also something that we had been working on for quite a long time as well. So any board questions or comments on item 10? I'm not seeing any public comment, Madam Clerk.
No one has signed it.
Okay. If there's no additional comments or questions, I'm looking for a motion, please.
I'll move to approve.
Thank you, Commissioner Andriola.
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Garcia. Any questions on the motion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, please say nay. And that motion passes unanimously. We'll now move into item 11. Chief.
Item 11 is our professional service agreement with our construction materials engineer and construction manager. It's a recommendation to approve a professional service agreement with Construction Materials Engineers Incorporated in the amount of $362,852.50 to provide construction management, certified IBC special inspections and material testing, and commissioning of certain building systems for the construction of Truckee Meadows Fire Protection District Fire Station Number 35, and authorize the fire chief to approve work as required in accordance with the agreement. Apple did inform me today that they would like to remove the commissioning portion of this, so that will save the project some money. It's not critical to have it, but nevertheless, this is for a construction manager who will be the representative for TM to make sure that the project gets built according to the plans and communicates with us and with Apple as the project moves forward.
Great, and especially with you gone, Chief, this will be very helpful to have. Any questions from the board members? I'm not seeing any. Okay. Any public comment, Madam Clerk?
There is none.
Thank you very much. With no questions or additional comments, I'm looking for a motion.
Madam Chair, I'll move to approve.
Thank you, Commissioner Andrilla.
I'll second.
Thank you, Commissioner Garcia. With a motion and a second, any questions on that motion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, please say nay. And that motion passes unanimously. We'll now move into item 12.
Item 12 is a recommendation to appoint Deputy Fire Chief Dale Way as the interim fire chief for Truckee Meadows Fire Protection District effective January 25th, 2025, and approve a 10% increase in annual base salary for the total annual salary of $297,829 for the term of his interim appointment, and preserving the terms of his current employment agreement. Let me just say, Dale's a very, very smart and analytical guy. He's been in the fire service a long, long time, and he will serve this district very, very well during your search process. And I understand Dale will also be a candidate for final fire chief. Thought I'd throw that plug in there for him.
Thank you, Chief. Okay. Well, I'm very grateful for Dale, Chief Wade, to commit to helping us during this transition. Thank you so much, and really looking forward to getting to know you more and working closely with you. Any other comments from the board? Seeing none. Any public comment, Madam Clerk?
There is none.
Okay. I am looking for a motion.
Madam Chair, I'll move to approve.
Thank you, Commissioner Andriola. Looking for a second.
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Garcia. We have a motion and a second. Any questions on that motion from the board? Seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, please say nay. And that motion passes unanimously. We'll now move into item 13, and Chief, this is a recognition for you, and I think that Chief Way is going to come up and present something to you.
Good morning, Dale Way, Deputy Fire Chief, to present a resolution from the Board of Fire Commissioners to Chief Moore. This is Resolution TM01-2025, and it's to recognize and express appreciation for Truckee Meadows Fire Protection District Fire Chief Charles A. Moore. Whereas Fire Chief Charles A. Moore has served the Truckee Meadows Fire Protection District Fire Chief since April 2, 2012, and whereas Fire Chief Moore's leadership and support of the Truckee Meadows Fire Protection District's goals and objectives have established the organization as a premier fire service agency in the state of Nevada. And whereas during his tenure, Truckee Meadows Fire Protection District, he has greatly enhanced the service level to not only those residents of the district, but to all residents within Washoe County through collaboration with other local entities by increasing the district's capability and the quality of its services. And whereas Fire Chief Moore's experience, commitment, and dedication have earned him the trust, respect, and appreciation of Washoe County citizens, district staff, and his peers. And whereas on behalf of all members of the Truckee Meadows Fire Protection District, we extend our sincere appreciation to Fire Chief Moore for his service to our community, his integrity, commitment, and vision to the district, increasing the level of public safety in our region. And be it further now, therefore, with grateful appreciation, Be it resolved by the Truckee Meadows Fire Protection District Board of Fire Commissioners that we extend our heartfelt congratulations for an outstanding fire service career, and we wish him every success and satisfaction in his retirement and future endeavors, both personal and professional.
I'm going to miss this place. Thank you. It's been an honor to serve. That's all I got.
Thank you for your incredible service. Oh, and Chief Way.
Actually, a couple more things, Chief. We have a plaque that we want to present to you. And
A burn bucket.
and there's stuff inside.
Yeah, this was the bane of my staff. It was like, oh, God, we're not going to do that program.
Yeah.
Thank
We had to
you.
get that powder coated, you know?
It's beautiful. I am going to miss my staff so much. I'll miss you, directors, and I'll miss the citizens that we serve. It's been a wonderful, wonderful 12 years, and best success going forward.
Thank you. And we are going to take a tiny break so we can do a big group picture, please, with everyone, and Chief in the middle, and we'll just do a tiny break to do that. Public commenters who want to say some words on behalf of the chief. Madam Clerk.
Barry Duplantis.
For the record, my name is Barry Duplantis. I'm the Chief Executive Officer and President of REMSA. There are a couple things I actually would like to simply say. And the first is that, and there are two areas that are incredibly important to us as a community here. As I've gotten to know all of you, I appreciate the fact that we all value community. And Chief Moore has certainly walked that walk, not just in serving in a role, but in demonstrating the way community should exist. And the second thing I wanted to say is that too often in all of the roles that we work in life, we talk about leadership. But leadership, as we see in Chief Moore, is establishing a presence and a direction and a vision where people want to follow. You cannot lead if people don't want to follow. And those are two of the qualities that have made my work at REMSA and my team's work at REMSA so, shall we say, enjoyable in an industry where people don't call us to tell us good things. And so, having said that, we would like to present Chief Moore with a little plaque to express our appreciation. And I will just simply read the plaque because I think it says it appropriately. In celebration of your service as the Truckee Meadows Fire Protection District Chief, REMSA Health recognizes your contributions. Thank you, Chief Moore, for your partnership and work as a dedicated public servant. Chief.
I can't think of a better partner than REMSA, seriously. And 85% of what we do, people of this county benefit from our relationship. So thank you, Barry.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you.
Eric Brown.
You want me down there? All right. I need a swig of water.
For the record, Washoe County Manager Eric Brown, and for the commissioners, good morning to you. I'm just going to take a few minutes to express my own thoughts about Chief Moore and his amazing leadership in Truckee Meadows Fire Protection District. You know, I've had the opportunity now to work with Charlie for 5 years. As I think all of you know, but a lot of the public doesn't know, I have not worked in local government before taking this position, so working with a fire chief was a new experience for me. And I have to say, Charlie was very generous with his time, with his expertise, in helping me understand what I needed to understand to assist the fire organization with what they needed to do. We managed to get through a lot of struggles together and to work through a lot of emergency incidents together. And Charlie, your leadership under fire will be missed. I think about the recent Davis fire and being able to watch you in action along with our other first responders. Truly remarkable. And so this morning, I want to share with you the Office of the County Manager's Friendship Coin, and just take it as a small token of our appreciation for all that you've done for me and for our office over the last 5 years. Thank you. Thank you, Eric. Okay. Thank you, sir.
I got more to say. Back in 2012, the relationship we had with the county and TM, trying to get this district stood up in 90 days, we had to put a functional fire department together in 90 days. And I mean, there's not a lot of people here that were deep into that action, but I tell you what, the county was all in. And from Patricia Hurley and her staff at County HR, we had to hire, what was it, 60, 70, 80 people, I think, in a matter of 3 months. We had to buy equipment. There was a lot to do here, and you think that was me. Oh, no. that was an army of Washoe County people that helped get this department up and running. And I just want to say my relationship with Eric has been a pleasure. He's such a gentleman. I don't know how he stays so calm. I want some of that. But I'd call him a friend too. And Eric, I'll miss working with you. Thank you.
Thank you. Madam Clerk?
Maureen O'Brien.
Good morning, Commissioners. Morning, Fire Chief.
Hi, Mo.
It is a pleasure. Oh, Maureen O'Brien, Washoe County resident for 40 years. Retired Washoe County employee, 28 years. And happy retiree with Truckee Meadows Fire. I'm really happy to hear that you are inserting how much TM did in 12 years. I just want to share with everybody, we did give a 1-year notice to cancel our contract with the City of Reno for fire, and it truly was an interlocal agreement for fire services. And we had former commissioners, and you mentioned Larkin. We also had Commissioner Jung, Commissioner Weber, and Commissioner Bretternitz. And I would say that they all were instrumental in what the decision was. Even the day before the Board of Fire Commissioners meeting, we weren't even sure how they were going to vote. But the one thing I want to pull up in everybody's memory or create is there was a thing that was called I Stood Up for TM. And former county manager Katie Simon was one that wanted to make sure everyone that was supportive and ready to go to really make it successful got a plaque to recognize. And if I thought about it, I would have gotten that picture. But at that time, after I walked Chief Moore to his interview, when he first arrived and he was appointed our fire chief, this chambers looked a little different, of course, because there wasn't all of this for security and safety reasons. But this whole chambers was absolutely filled because everyone was invited to celebrate the stand-up of our district. And I'm telling you, the chief invited everybody, the county, all the employees. I mean, it was tremendous. And this whole chambers was filled with people who were our cheerleaders that let us be successful on such a limited budget, limited resources, but Chief, you did a great job.
Thank you.
And I'm really happy for you. You've had a bumpy ride sometimes, a smooth ride, but your journey has just begun. Retirement is wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you for your service, Ms. O'Brien. That's great.
Next is Charlie Tibano.
Good morning. Chief Moore, thank you so much. On behalf of the Nevada Peer Support Network, I can truly say that your support for us in the last 2 years since we started our firefighter rehab and incident support program has been incredible, and we wouldn't be able to do what we do with that program to serve our firefighters and our first responders if it wasn't for your help. And that's about all I have to say, other than in your retirement, the best of health, the best of luck and fun. And if you really get bored, you can always join our group of retirees who run the firefighter rehab unit. There's a spot for you, although you will not be the chief.
Charlie, I don't want to be the chief.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
And no one else has signed in.
Okay, thank you, Madam Clerk. And that was all very touching. Thank you, everyone. And thank you, Chief Moore, for your service.
Thank you, Commissioner.
We'll now move in, well, we're going to have a closed session, so we will do that and do our final public comment, or do a public comment with that closed session, but then, so we'll do that upstairs if folks have public comment on the closed session, but then we'll now move into item 15, Chief.
Item 15 is Commissioners, Fire Chiefs announcements, requests for information, topics for future agendas, and statements relating to items not on the agenda. No discussion among commissioners will take place on this item.
Do you have anything else for us, Chief?
Just thank you for the great 12 years, staff and commissioners.
Thank you. Anything else, Commissioner Garcia?
Thank you, Madam Chair. I was soaking it all in earlier, and after that first public commenter went, I was like, I got nothing. I can't, beat that. And everybody's remarks today is just so symbolic of how one individual can have a massive positive impact in the lives of so many and the entire community. And just a deep, profound respect for you, for your service. I mean, anybody that signs up for this type of work has got a heart of gold and a brave soul. You never know what is going to happen from one day to the next. And to everybody in the crowd, thank you for your service as well. And Chief Moore, if you're bored in retirement and you ever want to fling some tires in Sun Valley with me, I know you're pretty tough and you're still in very good shape, so you're welcome to join me on a Saturday morning. So congratulations.
Thank you, Commissioner Garcia. Commissioner Andriola, anything else?
Just going to echo a huge thanks. It's been great working with you, both in this capacity and previous positions I've had. So thank you again, and thanks to everyone. Geez, did anybody else need a tissue? I have some if you need them. Thank you. But please share pictures so we can find out what retirement's like.
Yes.
Thank you.
Commissioner Clark?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Again, just thank you, Chief Moore. Enjoy your retirement.
Thank you.
All right, with that, we'll now move into item 16, our final public comment. Madam Clerk, do we have any public commenters?
No one else has signed in.
Okay, well then we will adjourn from this portion of the meeting and go up and do item 14. And again, if folks have public comment, we'll let you in when we're done with that closed session. Thank you, everyone, for coming out. We are so blessed to have everyone on Team TM, and we look forward to continuing the great work and continuing the great legacy of Chief Moore. With that, we are adjourned. Thank you.